Hi, this is Dan Collins, coming to you live from Traders Expo Chicago. I'm joined by Kiana Danial. We were teasing a little bit. Next week, you're going to be in San Francisco at an event where you'll be part of a team talking to Warren Buffett about the validity of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, so he's one of the biggest critics of crypto, as you mentioned before, and he also happens to be my role model when it comes to investing. So it is going to be an honor to actually meet him in person, but also I feel like Warren Buffett, he's had successes and he has a strategy, and it is hard to convince somebody who is very set up in his ways to a new opportunity. He, for God's sakes, he still uses a flip phone. He doesn't even have an iPhone. So you can imagine how open he is to new technology. But we're going to do our best, and we'll keep you posted on that, I guess.
Well, that's really interesting. And I kind of consider myself someone on the fence with cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of risk signs. We were speaking earlier that, boy, once you're a currency, even when people made money on cryptocurrency, if you actually used it to purchase something and then it tripled in value, let's say you bought a car with a couple hundred cryptocurrency, if what you paid for a wasting asset tripled, you're not going to be too happy with that.
Right.
So tell us again the main point that you see, the importance of cryptocurrencies.
Right. So cryptocurrency, the main point, I'm going to give you a personal story as to why it really mattered to me and what got me into believing in Bitcoin is that, so I was born in Iran, and before the Iranian Revolution of 1979, my father was actually a very, very successful CEO that used to work with the Shah and was incredibly wealthy, building airports and everything. After the revolution happened, the new regime took over all of his assets, all of his machinery and properties, everything that he had. They were going to kill him, but they didn't. He got locked out. But the point is that he lost everything, and I was brought up in poverty because of that after the revolution. So while I was doing my research and analysis about blockchain and Bitcoin and crypto in 2016, before I actually got involved, because I was one of the biggest critics of Bitcoin as well, after I learned how decentralized it is, that no government can ever actually come and take over your assets because they just don't have access to it, and how you can actually take part in the global economy using Bitcoin, even if you are in a place like, again, Iran has slapped by sanctions. I couldn't help but wonder, like, if my dad had a fraction of his assets in crypto at the time, I would not have been raising in poverty. So that to me is very powerful, that Bitcoin, I mean, in theory, and the ideology is to giving you access to something far greater than any central bank, any government that have been pushing you into recessions and into unemployment. So to me, that is the value of Bitcoin.
Yeah, and we can be spoiled here in the United States with a stable economy and stable, currency, and I think. For people in America, it's a great investment, and it has been a great investment opportunity. But the need for something as a currency in places like Venezuela, where there's not a stable currency, and you can't do business because no one will accept your currency, that's kind of more the basis for some cryptocurrency, and it's kind of a twofold world in terms of cryptos.
Right. So I think for the U.S., because we are more, let's say, confident in the government and where it's going, if you are, then yeah, maybe investing in cryptocurrency would be the best way. That's why I actually wrote the book, Cryptocurrency Investing for Dummies. I'm going to give you a shout out. But so investing in it has been very profitable. You may not be able to or want to even use it as a payment method because, as you said, it could go higher and then you're going to kick yourself for getting rid of your Bitcoin too early, as one guy did in 2000, I think it was 14, who bought 2 pizzas for 1,000 Bitcoin or something, and then 2 pizzas. So yeah, but investing in it has been something that I've truly enjoyed, and my portfolio has been getting a very good kick out of it because of that.
Yeah, well, people make great money. It's great for them. But before I let you go, what do you think? Where do you see is the eventual where cryptocurrencies are going? Are people going to view it as an investment or as a currency?
So Facebook is now coming with its own cryptocurrency, which it is a cryptocurrency technically, but the ideology is the opposite of Bitcoin. They want to become the centralized monopoly Federal Reserve Bank behind their cryptocurrency. But the good news is it is optimized for usefulness. So Facebook's Libra wants to be a stable coin, so that takes away from the volatility risk of it. And they already have all the data in the world, basically a third of the world's population they have. So it's going to be more accessible and more usable. And I think so the problem with Facebook coin is that it needs the permission of the governments, and the government is now grilling them. If they are able to pass that, I think it's going to be good for the cryptocurrency world in general, because right now people are like, okay, how do I even use Bitcoin? How do I do it? So Facebook is going to educate the masses on, okay, this is cryptocurrency, this is a cryptocurrency wallet, this is how you can get involved. And then people who are now more familiar with crypto can get into Bitcoin and understand the ideology behind other cryptocurrencies and probably explore those as well.
It's meant to be more of a stable currency, though what the early adopters loved about Bitcoin and crypto was the fact that it was decentralized from everything.
Right.
So that's going to have to be worked out down the road.
Right.
In the meantime, good luck talking to the Wizard of overall in San Francisco.
Yeah, follow me on Kiana Danial on Twitter. I'll keep you posted on everything that's happening live, I guess. I'll take photos with them.
All right, that should be fun. We'd like to see how that work out. Kiana, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always fun.
All right, this has been Dan Collins coming to you live from Traders Expo Chicago.